Right now, somewhere in your pocket or on the table beside you, your phone is waiting. You already know you'll check it. You checked it an hour ago, and you'll probably check it again in a few minutes. But the reason why is stranger than boredom or habit. It starts in your brain, a part that isn't built for 2026. It's about 200,000 years old. Your brain wasn't designed for notifications. It was designed for survival. Every rustle in the grass or flicker of movement once meant something. It could be food. It could be a predator. The humans who noticed survived. The ones who didn't often didn't. That instinct never disappeared. It simply found a new target. Every time your phone buzzes, your brain reacts as if something important just happened. Go check, now. But if every notification were boring, you'd eventually ignore them. So why don't you? In the 1950s, psychologist B.F. Skinner discovered something remarkable. Pigeons that received food every time they pressed a lever behaved normally. But when food arrived unpredictably, sometimes after one press, sometimes after 20, they became obsessed, pressing the lever over and over. Skinner called this a variable ratio reward schedule, one of the most addictive reinforcement patterns ever discovered. Now think about your phone. Sometimes you open it and nothing interesting is there. Other times there's a message, a like, or news that changes your day. You never know what you'll get. That uncertainty isn't a flaw. It's the design. Years later, researcher Natasha Schull studied slot machine designers in Las Vegas. She found they weren't trying to make gambling fun. They were trying to create the zone, a trance-like state where players lose track of time while chasing the next uncertain reward. Many of the same psychological principles found their way into modern apps. Pull to refresh, notification badges, infinite scrolling. These features weren't accidental. They were built to keep you pulling the lever one more time. Here's what's even more surprising. Dopamine, the chemical often blamed for addiction, doesn't peak when you receive the reward. It peaks just before it, during the uncertainty. Psychiatrist Anna Lemke explains that anticipation, not pleasure itself, drives compulsive behavior. That's the moment your thumb hovers over an app, the second before the screen loads. Your brain isn't checking because it wants the answer. It's checking because it doesn't have one yet. Your ancestors scanned the horizon because missing a predator could mean death. Missing food could mean starvation. Today, that same survival system activates for a text that says, "Okay," or a stranger's comment on a video. The ancient alarm system is still working. The threats simply aren't real anymore. Research on intermittent reinforcement shows this pattern doesn't just create habits. It creates constant vigilance, a background feeling that something might be happening at any moment. Your ancestors rested between dangers. Your phone rarely allows that. There's an important truth hidden in all of this. You're not weak because you struggle to put your phone down. You're not lacking discipline. You're using one of the oldest survival systems ever developed, and it's being deliberately triggered by technology designed to capture your attention. Understanding that doesn't instantly break the habit, but it does remove the shame. The problem isn't that you're broken. It's that your ancient instincts are being aimed at the wrong target. For thousands of generations, those instincts kept humans alive through predators, famine, and harsh environments. They were incredibly effective. They're simply living in a world they never evolved for. So the next time your phone buzzes and your hand reaches for it before you've even decided to move, notice it. Not with guilt, with recognition. That's not a modern failure. It's an ancient survival reflex doing exactly what it was built to do. And when you choose to leave the phone on the table, screen dark, notifications waiting, you're doing something your ancestors never had the chance to do. You're choosing to ignore the rustle in the grass because for the first time in 200,000 years, you get to decide what truly deserves your attention.